When you're vegetarian, you are still supporting animal suffering and animal cruelty.
Vegan people not drink milk also.
Not from a cow.
Oh, then soya milk maybe.
Plant milk, yeah. Soya milk, yeah. Do you think that that's something that you could do?
I heard.
Yeah. And do you think you will, because animals, they still suffer in the dairy industry, in the egg industry? Are you against animal cruelty, animal abuse?
No, I don't know. Yes.
You are. Yeah. But you can align your actions with your morals by going vegan today. And if you're really against animal abuse, then you can go vegan where no animal will be abused for you, you know? This is dairy. Do you know much about the dairy industry?
No, that's the one I don't know much about. I know with the hormonal.
Yeah, well, I can explain. So basically, in order for a cow to produce milk, she has to have a baby.
Yeah.
So that was the farmer forcibly impregnating her. So he puts his arm in her anus to hold her cervix in place, and then he inserts the bull semen. She'll carry her baby for 9 months, and when she gives birth, the farmer will take her baby from her so he can sell the milk to humans instead of the baby drinking it. But cows like us, they're very maternal. So the mother cow, she'll have an instinct to nurture and protect and raise her baby. So when her baby's taken, she'll be frantic, you know, following after wherever they're going. She'll cry out for them, she'll mourn and she'll grieve for the loss of her child. And
That's the recent footage I saw.
yeah.
A cow. They were saying what the signs of when a cow's depressed and
Yeah.
it's just like resting. It's very sad.
Yeah, because like their babies are just everything to them, you know.
Yeah.
And these are the male calves here, so they don't produce milk, and they're considered useless to the dairy industry. So often they just get killed when they're babies. Sometimes they get sold and shipped overseas for veal, but there's not really high demand for veal, so most often they're just killed when they're little babies. Because they're considered a waste product.
Do you know what's stunning me at the moment? It's just how sort of commodification.
Yeah, they're just seen as like machines, basically, like milk-making machines. These mothers and their babies, they're not seen as like living, breathing, feeling beings like they are, you know? But yeah,
That's what somebody always said to me. If you want to be vegan, go to that.
So when their baby is taken, you know, they follow after them, they cry out for them, they mourn and they grieve, and this happens for days. You can see here one of the mothers following after her young, you know, because she just wants to protect her baby. And that'll happen every year. So every year it'll be forcibly impregnating, giving birth, being milked 2-3 times a day until her body is so exhausted. And then when we can't make any more money from her body, we kill her because she's not profitable.
You're here for encouraging people stop eating meat.
Stop paying for it. Not just meat, dairy and eggs as well. These are the female calves that have been taken from their mothers, and they're in isolation hutches. They'll be kept there away from their mothers, and they'll be crying for their mothers. Sometimes they can hear each other, and that just adds to the distress. And then when they're about a year old, they'll be forcibly impregnated as well, like their mothers, and be dairy cows. So it's basically like a life of slavery. Every single year, the mother cow will get forcibly impregnated. She'll have her baby taken from her. She'll go through the same trauma. She'll be milked 2-3 times a day. And then after about 5 or 6 years, when we've exhausted her body and got every single penny we can from her, we kill her. So we've taken everything else, and then we take her life, you know? I know, it's a hard watch, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I'm whether you believe it or not, as a vegan, I'm a real empath.
Are you vegan or vegetarian?
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian. So you drink cow's milk and you eat eggs?
Eggs I'm not keen on.
Yeah.
Milk. Having the coffee,
Yeah.
cereal.
Are you aware that the animals suffer in the dairy and egg industries as well, and they're also killed? What do you think would stop you from taking that last little leap and going fully vegan where nobody will be suffering because of you?
And go back to smoking.
Sorry?
Go back and smoke.
Why?
That stopped me eating as well. sometimes. I don't
Oh.
eat at all.
Well, I don't think you should starve. I think you should just like eat what you want as long as there's no victims, you know?
Yeah.
Have you tried any, you know, there's alternatives. You've got plant milks, oat milk, soya milk. They
I
don't,
like soya milk.
yeah?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you drink that instead of the cow's milk?
That's what I got on at the moment.
Is it?
Yes, so.
Yeah? Well, so what's stopping you from saying today, I'm not going to eat any more animal products, no eggs, no cow's milk?
I'll tell you what, I'll give it a good try.
These were the first videos I watched how they treated chicks.
Yeah, this is the egg industry because the male chicks are considered useless.
So they're just chucked away.
Yeah. Yeah, it's horrible. But you don't have to be part of this.
Yeah, I know.
You can live as a vegan and nobody will suffer because of you.
But when I eat an egg, wasn't aware that they were doing
I know,
that to males.
I know.
That's awful.
I know. A lot of people aren't aware of this. But now you do know. You can make an educated choice when you go to the supermarket and you do your food
And you
shop.
can't even differentiate, like when you buy free-range eggs. but
No,
they've gone
it's
through
all
the same
free-range.
process.
Yeah. They've got a set of standards, free range, so they're not caged. It's like one big giant cage instead of smaller ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all suffering. All suffering.
Good on you, girl.
Thank
You're
you.
doing your job.
Do you drink milk from a cow?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so you say it's sad,
Yeah.
but then it only happens because you pay for it to. Are you against animal abuse?
Yes, I am. Like,
Yeah.
I'm,
But then you support it at the same time by paying for it. So you're responsible. Have you ever thought about going vegan and aligning your actions with your morals?
Never thought. My family is all vegetarian. Just
You're not pure vegetarian, vegan?
no, I'm not vegan.
No?
I do drink milk.
Milk from a cow. Yeah, but when you pay for that milk, then you're paying for this cruelty and suffering, you know? And you're against that. So you're paying for something and you're supporting something that you're against when you pay for that. You know? Let me give you this though, and let me just tell you the number one benefit of being vegan. For the animals, they won't be suffering and being killed because of you. And for you, you won't be a hypocrite because you won't be paying for anything that you're against. You know? All right, take care.